Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction, or read-through, whatever you want to call it, for Beastars chapter 153, and I'm super excited this week. I mean, Beastars is my favorite manga, so I'm excited to read the new chapter every week, but especially this week. We're back in Cherryton, and all these characters that I've really loved that we haven't got to see development or new stories for in so long, like Jack and Bill and all these other characters. I'm just really happy to see them again. I'm just really happy to be back in Cherryton, seeing these characters and what they're doing. And actually, something that one of my friends mentioned last week after last week's chapter has kind of stuck with me, where seeing Legoshi back with all the Cherryton students back in Cherryton just shows how much the story has grown and how much Legoshi has grown as a character, where he or Lewis would feel kind of out of place right now because they've grown so much larger than just the Cherryton, the school story. So it's really cool how, I don't know, how the characters have just grown so much that you're like, yeah, a simple school story couldn't contain Legoshi's character at this point. But I'm so excited to be seeing more from the Cherryton student characters. And what happens with Jack. I think Jack is going to be fine. I think this is a setup for Legoshi to be able, it could be like a bazillion really cool things, for Legoshi to be able to help Jack, and in the process of that help himself, as has been the case pretty much all series. Legoshi helps this character but also learns a lot, and it sort of changes and forms his own philosophy as he does so. But not only that, it gets Jack back into sort of the main thing, and if we can just get more of Jack in the main story and more importance for him, that'd be wonderful. So either way, let's go ahead and start reading. Sorry about that. Okay, click onto it. Now we got chapter 153, Howl of the Losing Dogs, a Fine Melody. Oh, Legoshi. It looks like his tail's wagging. It's a full moon tonight. That explains the good smell. Maybe deep nights happening nearby. Huh, that is a good smell. Though Jack seems to be his usual self, his tail isn't moving an inch. Okay, so Legoshi's noticing. This is good. Oh, I'm so excited for more. During full moons, I messed around a lot with Collet and pretended to howl. Also, something I forgot to mention too, it'd be really cool to learn more about the sort of school structure and the hidden past and all that too. But either way, howls are amazing, you know. Wolves used to communicate long distance through howling rather than through phones. It'd be nice if I could hear it one day. Your howl? Jack, did something happen to you? Okay, here we go. You look depressed. You're not smiling. Oh, and it's just like what he said to him way back in that one chapter that time. How nostalgic, thinks Jack. Why does Legoshi always catch on to me? I think I'm just getting tired of all the special class lessons. The special class. Only the top 5 students can be there, right? Is it hard? It's not hard, it's just very unique. Okay, so now we're seeing the 5 of them. Oh, this is interesting. This seems like it could be some supremacy type stuff. They're all dogs, it looks like. And of course we know that in the past, dogs were bred to be like special and impressive and all that. So it's really cool to know that maybe the reason they're all there is because of the way that dogs were bred. All 5 students are dogs. It's only natural, it's only natural, in the end. The dog species is the only species that was made to specialize in intelligence, just as our ancestors wanted. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Wow, that's really interesting. We have to study material that even the professors haven't been taught. We have a monitor that displays the special class's material, and we just absorb all the knowledge. We make a list of important words in our notebooks as we learn real history and how this animal society works. That seems really boring and like soul-crushing. And even materials that the professors don't know. It's crazy. But as soon as we're finished with a depressing and gloomy history lesson, we leave the classroom and exchange smiles and goodbyes. It's like we're robots, only made to accomplish the objectives we're given. That's why dogs are a useful species. Jack-kun, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I'm just a part of them. And of course we know Jack has always hated being stuck as this perfect dog, you know? I know I'm suffering, so why can't I bring myself to hate any of it? Why can't I bring myself to cry and run away from it? Because dogs are made not to feel negative emotions. That's why. I've been trying to force myself to cry. That's what the onions were for. Oh, that's hilarious. That's why I've been trying to force myself to cry, and he just pulls an onion and a knife on him. Legoshi's reaction. Onions? I've been carrying onions with me, the vegetables canines hate the most. But to me, onions are my salvation. I need to get my feelings back. Jack, stop it. Onions are dangerous for me, too. I can't take being a Labrador if I can't even cry. At this rate, dogs are going to turn animal society into a dog dictatorship. They're the kind of animals who, when told it's rational, can commit mass murder without guilt. Dogs are scary, and I am too. Wow. The dog guilt. But jokes aside, man, this is really interesting. Because, like he said, dogs were basically bred for the intelligence and rationality, and they could do evil things if they're just put in a classroom and made to learn robotically like that and throw away their emotions. That's kind of part of the dark side of this world's history. And Jack hates being a part of that dark side of history. Man, it's crazy. It sort of reminds me even back to, I guess because I saw it in the anime recently and it's fresh in my mind, when Lewis is telling Legoshi, even if I were to give in to my wild instincts, it wouldn't be a problem for anyone, but look at you always having to control yourself and stuff. And it's just like one of those things where Jack, he doesn't have the sort of thing of holding back your wild instincts because he's basically been bred to be the way he is. Man, it's crazy. Dog dictatorship. I don't know about that. I can't imagine dogs being like that, says Legoshi. The reason you can't hate anyone isn't because you're a dog. It's because you're Jack. You're Jack. And they're both crying because of the onions. How can you say that? How can you know that? Jack is just weeping even more seriously. Because we grew up together. And Legoshi grabs his hand. Right? Together. No, we didn't. Legoshi, you grew up too much and left me behind. Your body grew too much and your heart grew too strong and free. You go to places I don't know of. Whenever I look at you, I'm always reminded of how close yet distant wolves and dogs are. My ancestors always had great potential for strength. Oh, and he admires, again, still the strength and the potential that Legoshi's had that's been, at least in his mind, taken away from him. Hey, cheer up. I want you to smile, says Legoshi, smiling at him. Oh god, no. It looks like he grabbed the onions and put them in his mouth. Ah, damn it, Jack, spit it out. If a dog like you eats an onion, you think I'd try to listen to you because I'm such a good dog, right? I love how this is all being played up for comedy instead of being over-the-top dramatic. Even Labradors can have a rebellious phase. What are you talking about? Your life is in danger. And Legoshi just grabs his mouth. Spit it out. I'm going to put my fingers in. Oh, and he shoves his fingers in his mouth to make him throw up. Get it all out. No. Sorry, you really shouldn't be swallowing onions. They can kill you. Legoshi's long fingers and sharp nails are all the way down my throat. They're filling me with pain and suffering. He was always like this. Always. Legoshi's arrogant and strong. He's both the source of my suffering and my reason to live. Sensei, they're fighting. Okay, and we're having another flashback. Hey, what are you two doing? Stop this nonsense and get along with each other. Is that okay? They both said. Now that I think about it, I don't think we've grappled with each other since we were kids. If that teacher were here now and said the same thing, then I'd give her an honest answer. I will. Forever. You see? What the heck, you delinquent wolf. You just love making me suffer. Oh, I love this. And their tails both start wagging. Since you opened your heart to me for the first time, I guess I should let you hear it. I don't really do it much because it's embarrassing, but tonight's a special night. I heard Legoshi howl for the first time. You're my coolest ancestor in the world. And he coughs afterward. What do you think of this? Legoshi, do you want to know what I'm learning in the special class? And again, this was something I brought up too, that this could be one of the ways that Legoshi gets to learn the secret true history about things is using Jack as that way to drop lore on us. So I love this, and that seems the way it's going to be, is Jack is going to be the way that Paru is able to write in this lore and have the main character learn about the lore, is by having Jack tell it to him. That was a really good chapter. It was actually really emotional and heartfelt and feelsy, but at the same time, it kept up this really fast pace with the two of them going back and forth really quickly with each other, and threw in so much comedy that it was really cool how you have these things that are feelsy and stuff, but I never felt like I was about to cry too much because there was so much comedy going on that makes you laugh through all this serious and dramatic stuff. I really, really loved that. That was a really good way to handle the stuff that's been happening with Jack, in a way that helps Jack's character so much and brings him more into what's going on with the main story, and maybe gives him an opportunity to be around Legoshi more in the future, because I really want him to be with Legoshi more in the future, though I get totally why he isn't, because Legoshi's trying to protect his friends and all that. So I like that we have more development for Jack, but also this is going to help Legoshi so much, not only having his relationship with Jack improve here, and not only seeing him be the one to help Jack in his time of need, but also this is going to allow Legoshi to know what this dark secret history is. So again, brilliant. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. But either way, I'm going to try to get this up as soon as I can. I just posted earlier today the review for episode 4 of the anime. On Patreon, I've got the full-length reaction for the episode 4 of the anime. So the full-length reaction is there, and I'm going to be trying to catch up to the anime as soon as possible this week, now that it was kind of hard to try to do all my week-to-week stuff and also try to figure out, okay, how am I going to do these episode reactions? Not only how am I going to finally record them and do all of that kind of stuff, but once that's done, how am I going to upload them? How is any of this going to work? So it's kind of tough to figure all that out, but now that I've got that figured out, I should be able to do episodes 5 and 6 pretty quickly, hopefully. So expect to see a lot more videos, whether it be the edited reactions on YouTube, this manga video, and future manga videos week to week, of course, obviously. The sort of ending reactions, if there are more new endings. I know we've seen 3 so far. I'm not sure if they posted a 4th or 5th. I haven't checked on the page yet, because I wouldn't want to spoil myself ahead of time if I was going to do reactions to them. But if there are more endings, I'll be doing more reactions to those. And of course, if you're on Patreon, you'll be having the full-length reactions for the anime there, at $5 and up, the Cherryton Student and up tier. So yeah, either way, you can get the full-length unedited there, or you can just wait for the edited version to be on YouTube whenever I'm done with that. But yeah, if you want to pay, and just in general, if you'd like to even not give that much, but give anything to help support the channel to keep it going so that I can keep making these videos week to week, it's patreon.com/Haku of the tubes, or a link will be in the description. In addition to that, like if you did like this video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter so we can talk in the comments, or tell me what you thought of my thoughts and reaction and all that. Subscribe for more Beastars, much more on the channel, so you can keep updated with all the new videos coming. I'm doing a bunch of other series too, but Beastars is not only my favorite series, but it's kind of a big series right now because of the anime going on. And even once the anime ends, I'll still do some discussions and different stuff here and there. I'd love to do some like favorite character videos and just different discussions and stuff, but I'll probably save those for when the anime is over, just to have more content for the channel for Beastars once the anime is over, plus these videos week to week, of course. So also, if you want to, you can follow on Twitter, and I can try to keep you updated and stuff for the channel, or talk to you there. And if you'd want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord, it's free and open for anyone. All you have to do is ask, and I can give you a link to the server. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.